What's up, good people? It is November. Happy November. I know that things have just been crazy the past couple weeks for me. We are getting back into a vlog schedule and routine for the rest of the year into next year. So here we go. Happy November, guys. It is a new month. October literally flew past me so fast. It honestly scares me. First part of October, I became an aunt for the second time because my god siblings had another baby. And then midway into October, I spent like a week with my godparents while my parents were on a like music work trip, whatever you want to call it, a trip, whatever. And then end of October was just basically homecoming prep and homecoming itself, like the whole entire week. So I have been swamped with so much stuff, and thrown in the midst of all of that, I've also had testing. So, you know, senior year things. So it is very safe to say that I have not had time, the proper time at that, to fully recover. It has been an absolute whirlwind. And if you saw homecoming recap, then you know. I thought after homecoming week I would have at least some sort of time to rest and recover, but you know, we finished out October, came into the first weekend of November. It is now the first full week of November. Like, it just does not stop, y'all. I mean, I've been having fun. Like, homecoming was fun, and I did some other fun things this past weekend that you guys will see in weekend recap coming up, airing sometime in the future. But yeah, it's all been fun, but it has been a lot. And like the sleep that I have not been getting, oh, I'm feeling it. I actually need to be getting ready right now because actually my best friend slash brother and I won an award together, school related. So yeah, that's in a couple hours. So I actually should probably not be filming and getting ready instead, but at this point we doing what we gotta do. I'm pretty sure you guys will see that in weekend recap. Yeah. But speaking of recovery, trying to recover and whatnot, I am looking forward to fall break, which is coming up at the end of November. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited and ready for Thanksgiving break, because that is like really my chance every single year towards the end of the year to really like decompress and relax. I haven't had the chance to like take a solid day out of school, because on the days that are scheduled for no school for students, I have been at school either doing testing and stuff. Like on a teacher work day, I've been at school for like half the day doing a test, and then I think it was like Columbus Day or whatever, and I was there and I was taking the test. So like all of my, pretty much most of my first semester day offs have been me at school. Actually, I will say the first day out that I've really been able to say that I'll have a day out is on Veterans Day, coming up like November 11th. So yay me. But I always try to make sure that fall break is like fall break. Like, it is about focusing on family and friends and vlogging some of the fun moments, of course, for the Thanksgiving edition of Weekend Recap, which I love to film because I love looking back at those moments and, you know, just enjoying myself. I honestly do not realize how much I have overworked myself until I physically like shut down. And I always start to feel that way, like physically depleted and exhausted around this time, like sort of like October, November, December. Like, it's always the last quarter of the year really where I feel like so depleted, because it's like you're getting to the end and it's like you're tired and you're just ready for that new year reset, honestly. And that leads me into my next topic. We're just talking about a whole lot of stuff today, guys. This is just to welcome November in. I'm just talking to y'all because why not? But actually, talking about physical depletion and exhaustion, this day a year ago, as you guys might know, was a very fun, interesting day in my life. Y'all remember that? Guys, when I say I thought I was gonna die, that was my first time as a patient in the ER. I've visited several people in the ER in a hospital, like as a visitor before. You guys know this, especially with Pop Pop. But like me being the actual patient, it was very, very weird. And yeah, turns out I was just having anxiety. And I did not know, honestly, it did not ever occur to me or click that anxiety manifests physically. Like, I didn't know I didn't know why I felt what I was feeling. And I didn't know like chest pains and that heart racing and like that suffocated type of lung type of feeling, like, and straight exhaustion. I didn't know that was like a physical manifestation of anxiety. And so the same thing that happened in November, you know, like the heart racing, the chest pains, the feeling suffocated, feeling like I can't breathe, it happened again in December. And I was just like, every single time I have like a breakdown or a meltdown, or I'm just like really stressed, I feel this way, like super, super, super stressed. And I'm like, so this is what anxiety feels like. So November, honestly, that ER was a jump scare. But I will say I feel like I've been doing better, and that's my like ultimate goal for the rest of this year and into next year and beyond, is to just do good and do better, because I want to be better physically. You guys know that, like, for me, it is not the easiest, especially with me being 5.5 years out now from, you know, my scoliosis surgery. I still cannot believe that it's been 5.5 years since that time. And there's still things that I'm working through. Everything is not completely like 100, or they're not like how I would like them to be. My nerves are still like wonky sometimes. And just different things feel weird. If you know, you know, but like, it's hard to explain. But I just want to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be, because when you invest, you know, into other people's lives and into the things that you also want to do, you know, that you are involved in and you care so deeply about, like, you always want to feel good and be in the right place. So as you guys know, like, for me, family is everything. Like, family by far in human form is like one of God's greatest gifts to me. Like, family and friendship, like, that's where it's at for me. God really did a number on me when he sent me, you know, the friends and family that I have, whether if it's biological or unbiological, like, period. It's all family to me. But anyways, you know, I'm that type of person where I will drop anything for family, period. I don't care what it is. It's literally family for me. My family has invested so much into me. And so for me, like, I love to give. Like, that's just me. When I see a need, I'm going to be there, like, period. So, you know, I do want to be the best that I can be as a sister, a auntie, a friend, friend/sister, a granddaughter, a niece, you know, all these things, a student, and so much more. And I didn't say daughter for a very specific reason, because I feel like I've tried and I've been trying, you know, and I've invested into that area a lot, a ton. And, you know, a relationship goes both ways. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Maybe 2025, but I don't know. All I'm going to say is I've done my part. Yeah, I just feel like I'm doing a whole lot better in this season, like this year compared to last year. 2024, cheers to my comeback year. It has been that. Like 2024, it has been that. And I won't get all into being thankful, because I do want to save that for Thanksgiving week. We are going to have, you know, some celebration time during Thanksgiving week. And I'm going to tell you guys all about what I'm thankful for on Thanksgiving. So we're going to get into that later towards the end of November. But I really am grateful, and I feel like I've been on the up and up. With that being said, being on the up and up and just continuing to do better, let's talk about like 2025 just a little bit. Y'all know me, I'm not real big into projecting what is going to happen for the next year, because I like to be in the moment. I like to focus on what is happening now. I like to focus on what God has given me in the moment, in the present, and just focus on that. And then whatever he has for me next, then okay, when we get there, we're gonna get there. But yeah, in 2025, I want to be more dedicated or more invested into my family. I already am, but like, hey, it never hurts to get better and better and to build a better bond with your loved ones. And so that is something that is deeply like in my heart for 2025, is just family, like family. Okay. So for example, when it comes to my siblings, and when I say siblings, y'all know I mean my best friends, but I call them my siblings. Out of like all three of us, our trio, I am the oldest. But honestly, this past year, like this year 2024, it has felt like I've been less of the oldest and I've kind of been more of the middle. You know, my brother has been like more of that older, steady, solid backbone for me. And like, I know that's his way of reciprocating, you know, back to me what I was for him in one of the hardest, you know, years and seasons of his life. But yeah, I do want to focus on being a better older sister, because I love my siblings and they mean so much to me. And like, just as that older sister, like that example, that protector, almost in a sense, that backbone, like I really do enjoy it. Yes, it is hard work, because you know, sometimes as the oldest you are fending for yourself, but it's out of love for, you know, your younger siblings. And it is also sacrifice, but it teaches me patience and understanding, love, respect, and it makes me better, honestly. And I deeply enjoy it. And there's always lessons that you can learn from any bond or friendship or relationship. And I will say one of the most important things that my siblings have taught me this year is like to relax. You know, for me, I will say since Pop has passed away, I'm more alert. I'm more on edge. I have my guard up, you know, and different things like that. But they have definitely, you know, brought out more of the relaxed, sort of adventurous side of me that you otherwise wouldn't see. I remember this day a year ago when I was in the ER. And they freaked out because they had my location. And of course, you know, nothing slides by them. So of course, they had to know that I was in the ER. And because I am that person, I'm that type of person where I hate being like a burden on other people when they have stuff that they're doing, you know. And sometimes like I just tell myself like that people won't understand or they won't get it. So like I just keep my mouth shut and I just deal with it like internally or personally. And, you know, stuff that I would experience, like I necessarily wouldn't tell my siblings. They had to remind me of why they're in my life, like literally. And I'm putting in quotes of some of the things that they have both said collectively to me. Like they said, like, if it's your problem, then it's ours too. Like, like we're in this together. You should never feel like you're a burden. Like, a trio needs 3 people. And another important thing that they've said, or one of them have said, is like, what makes us upset is when we know you're struggling and we don't know like why or what or how we can help you. And they know that losing Pop like during sophomore year for me is easily one of the hardest things that has happened to me. And they saw the person that I was before Pop passed away, and they have also seen the person that I have become since Pop's passing. So they have seen how this life after loss journey has physically affected me, and it's taken me through a million different phases. And so whenever I do have those physical, like exhausting or depleting moments, it does get scary for them, because, you know, they're already on edge knowing that I've lost someone so close to me, and them wanting me to not lose myself also in the process. In 2025, I also want to do better at pacing myself. Like, I feel like I do good, and then I get overworked, I get tired, I get exhausted, I get stressed, and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing as good as I thought I was doing or wanted to do. So additionally, in 2025, I want to do better in devotion. You guys know I love God. I'm God's girl. Me and him, period. Me and Jesus, for real, for real. I will say God and family, it's up here, top tier, for real, for real. But yeah, I also love the area in which I serve at my church and ministry, MD, media director. I love it every week. It blesses me, honestly, to serve. I love serving. Like, I love giving, like I said earlier. We've done devotion on the channel throughout this year. It's actually the newest segment that we have on this channel, started this year, and it has brought so many new subscribers to the channel. So for those of you who have been here the past couple of months since watching Get Ready With Me in Devotion, thank you for being here. So glad you're here. But I honestly can say I've been more of a worship girl, more so than anything. Devotion has been like a struggle, not as far as like doing it. It's just been schedule wise, just carving out that time. So I do want to get better at that in 2025, because when I say in the pandemic with nothing to do, I was on top of it. Okay. From 2020 to about 2021 is like where I was like hitting the ground running with devotion. But 2022 with Pop getting sick and everything, and then just going into 2023 with it being the year that it was and loss, and then coming into 2024 just running rampant. Like, it's been, but I will say throughout 2024, I have had some dedicated weekends or dedicated few hours to do devotion. So I have been doing good this year, but I would like to do better, of course. I have a Word document on my laptop of all of the notes that I've done from devotion, but I do want to get to the point where I can, like, maybe during fall break, I can handwrite them in a journal or whatever, and have a journal like actually dedicated to all of my handwritten notes from Bible study, Sunday morning service, a podcast, from my own personal devotion and Bible study, like everything. Yeah, I am gearing up for another wonderful year. 2025, like 2024, I think is going to really knock it out the park. I mean, of course it is, because I'm graduating high school in 2025. So duh, that is like just already a given. But I am really loving this season of life. And, everything is slowing down. It's about to be holiday season. I mean, it is, but, the holidays are about to be here, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm just ready for it to be all about family and friends and being together, enjoying life, and making memories that, will last forever. So this fall season, now that I'm in, such a better place than I was last fall season, it's all about, setting those goals and making sure that I get a head start, come December, get started before the new year, so that when January comes, I can hit the ground running. I am so excited for what's to come. It is literally the sweetest time of year, and happy fall, y'all. That's all I have. Just wanted to talk to y'all about, fall and just this new season of life. Also, just the things that I'm looking forward to in 2025, things I want to get better at, do better in, just all that kind of stuff. Well, I've been sitting here talking to y'all, but it is time for me to go get ready for this little event, go get my award, go eat dinner, maybe get a little sweet treat, maybe some coffee afterwards. But anyways, I love you guys so much, and hopefully Weekend Recap will be airing sometime beginning of next week.